Ready or not, here we go. I hope I'm far enough way to get the speed up. She's relatively quick. Go, go, go! It feels wild that I finally get to say this. I feel like it's been so long coming. It has been so long coming. Maybe I should have done some more prep work, had like streamers and balloons and party poppers and things. But, whew, here we go. G'day guys, my name's Josh. You can call me Shortwoodle, and welcome, finally welcome to 7 Days to Die Update 1.0. It's finally in full release. Oh, I know, I'm so excited. So this is it. This is the big dance. 7 Days has finally left alpha. Like, yeah, there'll still be updates and things, but it's finally gone gold into 1.0. So for this weekend, for this stream weekend, this early access weekend, I thought instead of doing my usual thing and dropping immediately face first into a series with a day one, this time around, because it's such a big deal to go into 1.0, I thought I might drop into a world and just explore some of the new stuff and see what's new, what's changed, and what's so bloody exciting about it. Because I've got tingles I can't really explain. I just want to go. I just want to go and fondle all the new stuff. Oh, before he fondles me. Turns out there are zombies in this zombie apocalypse game, and I should probably be a little bit more careful about that. But before I get too engrossed in all of this new stuff, I wanted to really quick come back to the character creation screen. This happens before you drop into a world, so obviously I'd already gone through it. So there's a couple of things I wanted to show, but because it's all new, really fantastic, but there is one big hang up in here. I do really love all of the new models they have though. Like the new detail in the character models is just so much better. Like we're not rolling the Nintendo 64 graphics on player models anymore. Oh no, we've got some proper high definition going on. They do obviously wear like armor clothing in this screen. It's not that's not what they spawn with. That's just kind of an example of what the armor comes with later. I know there's been some confusion about that, but if you're gonna make a brand new character, like I have here, here's old mate. If I'm gonna make a brand new character and just go sad face, this is where we start having some problems. So we're gonna go completely random bloke or girl, that's all fine. But if I want to change the hair color, does anyone else see the problem here? They have taken away the ability to have custom hair colors, which means no more purple hair. For like 6 years I've had purple hair in this game and a purple mustache to match, but now it's all natural hair colors only. I'm upset. I don't want to have normal hair. I want to have my purple flippin' mustache back. I mean, but other than that, I mean, look how good this is now though. Look how much better this is now though, compared to what this used to be for so long. This is a completely different kettle of fish, and I'm so here for it. I mean, other than the purple hair. They might cop a strongly worded email for that. Okay, well, the Apocalypse's lack of hair dye, that's absolutely a very targeted decision, specifically for me, and not just a totally understandable and general decision made for the entire game. All that aside, I'm gonna go float through the world and explore some of the new things and see what's going on, which means time to get flying. But actually for this, I'm going to turn on my frame rate. So on the left hand side of the screen, a little green number, that's the frames that I'm currently running, because obviously in 1.0 there's a whole bunch of optimizations and stuff like that to make it run a little bit smoother. Now for me, I'm on a 2080 Ti and an i9 900. I can never say that right. An i9 900K processor, plus I'm doing all the capture stuff as well, so there will be a bit of a burden on the machine, on the game, which is kind of what I wanted to see. I want to see how this handles with other things running, how smooth it can be, how good the new optimization is. That's going to be down there. We'll see how it handles the big cities. Oh, but big cities will have to wait. Look at this. Look at this. It's a giant crater lake on the outskirt of town. That's something new. Oh, it's got a broken bridge as well. Oh, wow. I mean, look, I get all sorts of fizzy about any sort of cool world generation stuff. So the bridge in a town is broken by a long distance as well. That's actually really cool. So like, I mean, normally, you know, in past iterations of 7 Days, you just find a highway, ride or run or fly or do whatever, just drive along the highway and eventually you'll reach a town. This is kind of the same thing, because look, there's a highway over there, but now like there's actually a hurdle in the way. If you're paying attention, you gotta drive off the edge and immediately go swimming. That's super cool. That's super cool. I wonder, can this bridge be repaired? Remember like in the old Narvis game, that bridge over the giant canyon that was too wide to actually be repaired, it would collapse if you tried? I wonder if you can repair this. I mean, we've got to try, right? We've got to at least give it a go and see if it can be repaired. Just gonna go with wood and see how far across we can go. We'll go some half blocks, it all matches up, because even though we're just giving it a whirl, aesthetics still matter. There's like some big juicy pylons down there, actually. It might work. Maybe you can actually repair this button, but if you can't repair this button, can you jump it? If you get enough speed on a motorcycle, could you jump the gap? Maybe we'll try that in a second. We'll try and repair it first, and then we'll try and fly it next. This will end well. This will end totally well. I reckon it's gonna make it. I reckon it can make it. I mean, that's just going from one side. You can see like kind of the staggered endings because it's getting further away from the pillar, but I reckon that's gonna do it. So, all right, well, if I get rid of you and come all the way back to where things are a bit more solid, like to there, beautiful. Thank you very much. And then continue that out. That'll give the extra support that it needs to not collapse on this side. And look at that. You can rebuild the span. That's really good. As soon as I saw it, I was having flashbacks to the old days and really thought, oh nah, it's gonna be another bridge that you can't use, but nah, it's all good. You can connect it all up and right across. That's really good. That's really good. I'm glad that someone thought of that. Look at that, perfect. You can repair your infrastructure, come back home to your town, you bloody beauty. That's Bonza. Well, now that I've said it, now I have to know. Even though I do have a perfectly good bridge there, I'm gonna completely ignore that and instead build myself a ramp. Need the narrow tips to start with. We're gonna go back around to simple and just get that going up. I mean, physics in 7 days is a little bit interesting most of the time, so I'm not anticipating to get a whole lot of hang time out of this, but you never know. You never know, this might be a great idea, which none of mine ever are. Yeah, look, there's no chance that's working. There is no chance that's gonna work, even with a bit of a better angle to take off from. Nah, not in a million light years, like a Buzz Lightyear falling with style, am I gonna make it across that gap. But we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. We do have a new motorcycle design. I'll go through all of the new vehicles in a moment, but this is important. This is science. This is how we discover new things. Oh, it's a really cool looking new design as well, with some sweet decals painted onto it. All right. I really like that. I'm gonna need some gas though. Probably gonna need a lot of gumption too. I don't think that's something I can install. You, gas, that one. All right, ready or not, here we go. I hope I'm far enough way to get the speed up, which is relatively quick. Go! Ah! What? Never in a million years did I think that would work. No turbos, no nothing, just a motorcycle and a Muppet, and it worked. I mean, it wasn't clean. We did clatter the front wheel on the other side a little bit, but I didn't have a massive run up. No way! 1.0 was the best update ever. The drifties feel good, the bike feels good, the vehicle handling feels good, and the flying feels good. Who needs a gyrocopter when you can make bad decisions instead? Oh my god. Oh my god. 10 out of 10. This game's immediately perfect. That's so good. I really didn't think that would work. I was assuming I was gonna get wet. Oh, it's fantastic. I'm so happy now. Look, I have to know. I know it's not super critical, but I have to find out for me. If I chuck a supercharger into you, how far can we actually go? Like, if I get the extra speed going, oh, it's real slippery now. How far can I get off this thing? I love that they fixed the flying physics, like the vehicle jump fix that was so broken before. This is so much better. Oh, a bit nose heavy, but we got some good pace on that. Oh, Evel Knievel's coming to 7 days. I may never build a bridge again. Screw building a normal flat bridge like that. Nothing but jumps everywhere. Speaking of vehicles though, I've quickly spawned in all of the vehicles you can get in the game because they've all had revamps. They've all had, they've all glowed up in their own way. Look at the new gyrocopter. It's It's even got like the A10 nose on the front. The new sound design is really bloody creepy. Who stomped on a bunch of cicadas? It faded out. That was like horror movie spec. Is Slender Man gonna come out of the trees now? That also means it's midday. We're already wasting half a day doing sick jumps on our motorcycle. So that's the regular motorcycle. That's the mini bike who's got some genuine cake now. Look how thick you are. That's like thick with 7 C's. All right, I like the new like apocalyptic theme. Like they're more beat up, they're more slapped together with duct tape and spit than anything before. That's really good. The bicycle, I mean, it's got, why do you have a fuel tank on the front? Or is that to protect something a bit more valuable than that? And I think, do you have more storage? No, the same amount of storage. So functionality wise, they're still the same. The 4x4 is now a monster truck with seats in the back. I mean, I don't have any friends to test this. Does that mean that you can automatically seat 4 people in you without the seating mod? If that's actually the case, that's actually really bloody cool. Plus, you got 2 seats in the gyro. Oh, I like this. I like this an awful lot. Well, if I grab, because there are vehicle mods that go with these things, give me a bunch of you, a bunch of the vehicle plow mod, that's new, and a bunch of vehicle armor. I'm gonna chuck these into all of these and see if it changes anything, plus some lights as well, because why not? I want to see everything you have. I want to see everything that's new with you. So not all mods can go on all vehicles. Obviously the motorcycle has its armor, plus the extra seat, plus the off-road headlights. So you've got, I mean, it kind of suits actually. That all looks fine. Got a seat on the back, got armor on the front, and it's somewhere in there is also the headlight. If I take it off, I might be able to see a bit better. Oh, it was just in there. All right, fair enough then. So that actually changes the model. Didn't used to do that. Actually changes the model. Look, there you are. There you are, right there. Changes the model when you add the headlights onto it. Mini bike is the same, but it can't take half of the mods. I'm going to take the expanded seat and the headlights. Gotta, oh, it even comes with a beer. Nice, that's actually a better chair than it started off with. You bloody beauty. You got your cup holder ready to go. Cheeky little deck chair on the back. Bicycle, just the off-road headlights, just the torches on the handlebars. But then the 4x4, look at this thing. Look at this thing. It can't take vehicle armor, like it can't take the armor plating, but it can take the extra seat, obviously, and the plow and the spotties up the top. Oh, cool. So if you put the extra seat on, it flips down the tailgate and they act as seats. So the mod is just unbolting the tailgate on the back. Because look, the seats are already there. You discovered a modification of unlatching something. Fair play though, I suppose. So you've got, does that mean that's 6 seats now? Imagine having 6 friends to play with. I mean, well, 5. I'm sorry, that's such a foreign concept to me. I can't even do the math involved. Imagine having 5 extra people to play with and all rolling around together. That gives the 4x4. Like, I hate rolling the 4x4. Now it's lifted anyway, so it might be a little bit better, but the motorcycle's always been way more functional for me. But like, actually be able to roll all together, one vehicle, piling everyone in, that actually seems awesome. Gyrocopter as well, gets the extra seats. Wait, did it get the extra seat? No, it didn't. I lied. Gets the armor mod though, so has a canopy which looks sick, and the big light up the top as well. Dude, this is a good upgrade. There is a lot of new stuff in 1.0. This is good. I mean, we've got to try it, right? We've got to at least give it a go. We did it with the motorcycle. We're gonna chuck a turbo into the 4x4 and see if this can get across the gap as well. Spin you around. Oh, look at the suspension wobble. It's the little things. It's the little things make me appreciate it an awful lot. I didn't build the ramp wide enough for this thing. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! All right. I probably should have thought that all the way through before I try to take a ramp that's half the size of the car I'm trying to drive. Yeah, not my best. I might need to expand you a little bit, but I reckon it can make it. I reckon it can. Oh, and that's a good thing for, especially for me. There's a new button on the pinwheel. So you got copy shape, copy rotation, but now you have copy shape and rotation. That's gonna make building so much better. That's a good, it might seem like a real minor addition, but that's a really, really handy addition for so many things. Whenever you're going around and building anything more than like a box, like having to try and find or repair a building or something, having to try and copy the shape and then copy rotation was just a couple of extra steps that aren't super duper necessary. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine with that. You go into them, you go into them. That's a good change. They're all good changes so far. I think other than lacking the purple mustache and the purple flip, I'm yet to find a change that I don't love. All right, ramps thicker. Where's my, oh, this is my pocket. I'll chuck you back down again. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Full throttle, full drifties, full turbo-y goodness. Sorry, supercharger goodness. Get around. Oh, that's too much around. Too much around. I'm fishtailing. Come on, get it together. Turns out chucking a supercharger in this bad boy is just slapping on some Macca's trays onto your back wheels because it's slippery as anything. Oh my goodness. So that actually went the same amount of distance as the motorcycle did. So maybe just kind of like the distance you fly is the same if it's supercharged. Like it's just like speed based. This goes the same speed. All right, I'm still very happy. I'm still, oh, catch you later, traffic cone. I'm still absolutely stoked with that. But see, that's why I never really like rolling with the 4x4. Although now that it's lifted and it's straight up monster truck, you can just drive over half this stuff. I mean, listen, they can't give us a giant fuck off monster truck with a huge zombie plow on the front. Might get jackets made up, actually. Called Zombie Plow. That's my name. That name of the game is Zombie Plow. They wouldn't give us cool stuff like this unless we were going to give it a go against a jiggly ocean of zombies. That's a whole bunch of Arlene's, and in fact with the new zombie variable system, so like a slight changes, different color dresses and hair colors and stuff across all the zombies to give it a bit more variability. That's a nice little puddle of Arlene's, and this is a supercharged monster truck with a zombie plow on the front. I mean, look, listen, I don't make the rules. I just live by them. We have to give this a go. Look at the canyon that I carved in between them. Spin it around. Let's go again. Let's go again. My only wish is that it really like threw the zombies like you were carving through a wave, threw the zombies up out of the way and the vehicle stayed planted. That would be the only way that could be cooler. But even so, just straight through them like that. It has absolutely rinsed my 4x4, but that's okay. That was way more satisfying than I was ready for. Dude, vehicles in 1.0, top tier. They're so good. What a cool looking car it is too. I am actually surprised that you took so much damage. You're down to 22% health now. I didn't really check you before I started running over zombies. I might have done a bit of damage to you doing the jumps, but so you're down to 22%. So what does the vehicle player actually do? Perfectly clearing paths through hordes of zombies, I can vouch for that. Reduce the damage taken when objects hit to the front of the 4x4, increases damage to blocks and enemies. So can I plow through a building with this? Reinforce armor for, oh, because it doesn't have the armor, it just has the plow. Reinforce armor for motorcycles and gyros, reduces damage taken when objects hit. I do crash the gyro quite a lot, so thank you. To the front of the vehicle, increases damage, so that's the same thing. Like that is the same description as the plow, just for the other vehicles. Actually, hang on. So what? So the vehicle armor specifically from the fronts? Huh. All right. Well, thank you very much, Zombie Plow. I'll see you again at some point. But there are other vehicles to play with. We've done the motorcycle. We've done the 4x4. We're gonna leave the mini bike and the bicycle till later because you are my mainstay. I'm normally rolling gyrocopters, mostly because you can jam the throttle on these things and fly around without using any petrol at all. It looks like half a chopper now. Looks like you got the front off a news chopper and a strapped engine to the back. But I want to know, can I still do the gyrocopter glitch? Can I still get you up in the air, hold Shift W, C, and spacebar, and whir around using no power or no fuel at all? And it looks like I can. Looks like I can. If I let go of C and spacebar, it starts burning fuel very bloody quickly, and it's very wobbly, but holding C and spacebar as well as W, it's nice and quiet. The fuel's not really going down at all. Oh, hang on a sec. I went to look up over the trees. There's another lake up here. So there's a lake there going into that town. Are these like bomb craters? Or why'd there be a bridge put over it then? Or is this just like one of the new, like, entryways into towns? Like, there'll be lakes, like, with bridges over it kind of everywhere. In fact, look, you can see in a distance out there's another one, and another one there too. Okay, so it's a pretty common thing then to have a lake into a town. That's just like another entry. That's fun. I like them. In fact, going around and rebuilding the bridges, or in my case, building jumps over the bridges all the way through all of the towns, that does sound fun. In fact, that town over there, that's got 2 lakes to start with. That's all the jumpies. That looks like a new POI down there. It's like a military base built into the side of a mountain as part of the POI. Oh, there's a different kind of bridge going into this town. I was just thinking though, the gyro feels way slower than it used to. Because there's still like a little river, that's all good. If only you could still gather the water, there's now water everywhere. So it's a different kind of bridge, an old school style bridge coming to this town. So does that mean that each town now has like its own like kind of like entry from each direction, whatever highway it is? Sometimes it's this bridge, or probably like other ones, like regular drains or something, or it's like a lake. But yeah, the gyro definitely feels a little bit slow, a little bit more bobbly. It doesn't have the supercharger in it, but you never really needed it. I feel like they've definitely slowed this down a bit. So what is this place? I thought it was a mine to start with, but a military installation into the side of a mountain can only mean one thing. It's probably a big bunker. Installation Blue Ridge, and it's a tier 4 POI. So, oh, I've woken up everyone. I was gonna say, there's gonna be a lot to this place. That's going to be a really, really cool little raid. I want to have a quick little peek though. Not going to go through the whole thing, but a quick little peek. It reminds me of, oh my goodness, there's so many zombies in here. It reminds me of the Red Massa POI. Oh jeez, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, probably time for me to go. So that would be the eggs that coming out the top of the building. Oh, look at the Radsuit zombies. There's a blue one. I mean, there's grey ones and stuff as well, but they used to be just fluoro orange. I'm getting so excited I can't even talk anymore, but that's no rarity. I really like the new customizable zombies. That's really cool. Okay, that's good. I thought maybe like all of these bridges would be the same bridge and it'd all be broken, but no, this one's completely full and totally usable and significantly less fun. Can I pitch? How you doing? New vulture just squawking around, but yeah, so like there are bridges that are still fully made. That's good. That's good to know. That's gonna save so much more building material. Oh, that's really cool too. That's like, that makes so much more sense. Are all these raider stations gonna be like, not raider stations, are they ranger stations? Been playing too much Fallout lately. Yeah, ranger stations. Are they all gonna be like this, like up on top of a plinth looking out over the town? Because that's where something like this would be. With your giant watchtower, that's how it would be. Also, did you just hear that pigeon makes a different pigeon noise now? It's like, sounds more like a vulture. All right, that's, oh, there's the traditional vulture noise, but it was definitely like doing its like kind of like gaggy noise a second ago. But look how cool this would be. What a place for a base this would be. I mean, after you clear out all the zombies, obviously, but even so, like the view over the town, like you're watching over the village, that's really cool. That's really cool. Having things like that up on like the cliffs outside town, that's good world, Jen. I actually really like that. Imagine having like a whole series that's like based in that thing, like Town Overwatch. Not sure how the rest of the mechanic would work, but it's a cool base. That's up there. I'm really enjoying just flying around and just looking at all the new stuff, all the new world gen things. And in fact, I thought this was Wasteland, but this might be, is this the new burn biome? I say new burn biome, the return of the, it is, the return of the old burned biome. So it's not Wasteland, but obviously it's all burnt out like a bushfire. Ooh, and new rocks as well. So is the, oh, is that just like a regular rock? Hang on a second. Pickaxe, I'll grab one of you. Ooh, new sounds as well. Interesting, is anything else? You got new sounds? That's all normal. That's different. I like that. I like that a lot. So like, I wonder if that's like particular, nah, you're still the same thing again anyway. What if it's like particular things have their own sounds or it changes between things within the category? But are you just a regular rock? You are. You are. So like before, that would be like that weird grey mountain thing that kind of looked like a bear all of the time. But now there's different ones. And they're not all the same rock either. Look at them. Look at all the new boulders. I feel like Donkey in Shrek Swamp. That's a nice bloody boulder. It's got all the same sound effects in... Ooh, my frame rate's taken a dive. Hang on a second. Was that just because I was flying over like potentially a big Pier 1 was loading everything in? Or... Well, it's not too bad. What, 40 FPS in a city? Like, it's not buttery smooth, but it's bearable. Definitely used to be worse in several thousand ways, but we're all fine. It's got the same sounds as the Wasteland did, or potentially does. Have to go find a new Wasteland and compare it, but it's not nearly as foggy as it used to be. Like the fog in the Wasteland used to be oppressive and might still be in 1.0, but at least in the burn biome, well, I'm assuming that means there's no like zombie bears and stuff, and like the real bad, like the whites and the water balloons and all that stuff. It's just a bit more manageable. For an extra half a star of loot rating, that's not too bad. That's probably pretty good, actually. If you need some coal as well, you can come here and cut down all the trees if you're getting really desperate. That's a cool looking place too. What are you? US Army Post 7. Oh, that's a... Oh, I mean, it's not so secure anymore. I guess the zombies... I mean, the zombies have supersonic sledgehammer power hands now, so they can get through anything. You should have known better before you built concrete walls, you... Ooh. You silly galahs. Oh, sorry, that was the gyrocopter, although I feel like it's been destroyed a long time before I got here. Are you lootable? No, you're not. Are you salvageable? Could you potentially get like gyrocopter parts from a gyrocopter? No, it just gives you iron. Okay, well, never mind then. But that's pretty cool though. You could turn this. Oh, that'd be sick. Speaking before, imagine having all these friends to roll around in the 4x4 with. Imagine like taking over a joint like this. You fix up all the walls. I mean, it's a big bloody place though. Fix up all the walls, claim it as your own, have a gyro pads come in and out on. You could each have your own little barracks. Oh, that would be an awful lot of fun. Turns out playing games with your friends could be fun. What a groundbreaking discovery I've just come up with on that bloody bombshell. I really like this stuff too. Like, if the world feels a bit more integrated. It's no longer like, here's the wilderness and here's the city. Flat, mountainous, flat, mountainous. Now it's like a bit more integrated together, a bit more seamless. You have this road carving through this valley here. I don't know if this is like, I mean, it's all kind of like flat on the other side of it too, into the mountains out there. This might be a pre-generated thing. Being right next to the city, actually, that could be like be a city tile that's already generated, but I really like it anyway. That's another new POI too. What are you? Grover High School. I mean, I could go through the POIs, but that's a bit spoilery, isn't it? Like, that's like, I don't want to experience the POIs outside of like actual proper gameplay. Like, I want to run the POI for the first time. You don't always get an experience with a new POI, so I want to leave that, experience it for the first time, running it properly. But I just want to have a quick little gander at you and see what you like, because you look... Are you like a replacement? It was bloody dark in here. Are you... Oh, there's no more mining helmets? I'll take the dev mining helmet then, so I can turn on my my flashlight to see. Are you going to be a replacement for the old high school that used to be? Like with the big gymnasium, the basketball court and stuff? Because you... Oh, come on, frames. You don't seem to have... Oh, yeah, you do. The Grover Gladiators. Nice. Oh, it's a cool little stadium too, actually. Not too bloody bad. So yeah, I wonder if this replaces the old high school. I mean, you're gonna have to clear this shit out, boys. I've got a King of the Court game soon. That's really cool. It's a tier 5 POI as well, so that's a serious bit of kit to try and get through. Gonna have some good loot at the end of you as well. That would take a long time to clear, especially like early game. Trying to push through there to get to the loot again would be a nightmare. My frames are currently at 30 and slowly getting better. Okay. All right. Oh! Oh, even more! Even more, okay. It's Trader Jen. It's Trader Jen! Alright, we're gonna have to do this properly. We can't come flying through the bloody walls and scaring her half to death. Oh, Jenny girl. Jenny girl. Have they changed Jen for 1.0? I guess we're about to find out. G'day, Jen! How are ya?
We buy, sell, trade, and have work, if you're able.
Oh, she's got new lines? Okay, hang on a second. You got, oh, a special job. Intro buried supplies.
I need someone who's willing to get their hands dirty.
Is she louder, or is she just really putting some mustard on those lines? I feel like there's a whole lot of shoulder rubbing and winking and nudging going on. I'll accept
Hurry
you.
back soon, and I'll have a nice reward.
Oh, okay. I want to hear these new lines though. Is there more things we can talk
Looking
about?
for a little pain relief?
I really thought there was going to be more. You've got all the usual stuff. You've got the worst dye in the game because it's not real purple. It's just kind of like a sneeze of pigment. Oh, more than actually dyeing stuff. And they're all tier 1s. Maybe that's like with like the new armor systems. Maybe the traders will only sell tier 1s. Maybe they get higher levels as you do quests. I don't actually know. But I haven't actually looked at the new armor sets either. I'll do that. I'll do that in a second, but...
Don't let a zombie dog bite you in the ass on your way out. And if he does, we'll take care.
That's definitely a newly recorded line. It's cutting out, like it's glitching out at the end of it, but that's okay.
Top tier treat. If
Oh,
you find any extra medicine out there, I'll buy it off of you for a discount.
They've definitely done new
Feeling
voice
a
acting
little
for this.
rough around the edges? A poppin' pills might have what you're looking for.
One of these days, Jen, I'll come barging through the door and you'll be like, hey, are you that Australian guy that I definitely like? If so, g'day. And if that ever happens, sorry, when that happens, I might just fall over. I went away and I came back because I wanted to just get some more greeting lines out of her.
Something different about you today. What is it? New armor? Ooh, new haircut.
I don't think it's my armor. Jen, eyes up here, please, sweetheart. She's I mean, I came to scope out what she was selling, and she's scoping out what I've got on offer. There's something new about you. Yeah, I'm completely starkers. One more. I'm giving in my guilty pleasures. One more, Jenny girl.
Oh my god, I haven't seen you for a while. I thought maybe something bad had happened. Ooh, what can I get you today?
She cares about me, and definitely me specifically, and it's not just like a line she says to anyone. Oh, Jen, I like these new lines. I love that they're playing into it a little bit, like that she's real flirty and real cheeky about it, but dude, I like that. I like that an awful lot. I'll quickly check your vendo to see if you have... Ooh, I was gonna say if sugar butts are a little less rare now. Not only are they less rare, you have new designs on you as well. I mean, look, sugar butts never showed up in Alpha 21, so if 1.0 has at least some sugar butts available, that's a good change. I will go and like have a look at the new outfits and things in a second, all the new clothing and stuff, but this new like intro quest, it's different to usual quests. It's like a first taste. So I want to, like, that's different. I want to see what actually happens with it. Do you get like different rewards? Is it like different from a usual quest that we're used to from Alpha 21? So this is it's the buried supplies, specifically intro buried supplies. All right, catch that tree later then. I'm not gonna bother digging. I'm just gonna use my sweet god powers to glitch on through the ground. I'll take that. I'll take all of you. A zombie spawns, but that's okay. Okay, well, I'm assuming the rewards for this is gonna be something more to do with like your first day of survival, which would actually be a really good change. Could it be? Could it be? Speaking of good changes, have they made the best change possible? Oh, this could be a make or break moment. I can't tell behind the trader noise, but that doesn't sound like a bong. I have to find another bell. I have to find another bell and see if bells go bong. Jenny girl, I've done the job.
Huh? Let me know if you need. Well,
yeah, no.
Long. Nice work.
All I need is a pipe machine gun. That's really cool. So you do the opening quest and you get your first weapon. That's going to be really handy. That's going to be really bloody handy. Pipe machine gun obviously always is the way to go. And then you have your more traditional jobs. All right, that's really good. That's really good. You get a tier 1 and 1 magazine of ammo. Not much, but it will get you started. Beautiful. Cheers, Jenny girl. Love that. I just quickly skipped ahead to have finished the first tier of quests. So, like, with all of the tier 1s are done, I'm moving into tier 2. You get your bicycle as normal. A gatherer. Surface cooling increases the rate of That's a mod for a Jew collector? Very interesting. Okay. I'll take you. Oh, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be a tough choice now, though. So it used to be you could choose between like water filters to make Jew collectors to start with, or a bicycle. Bicycle is always the obvious decision. But now that, if I take, I need to reset you. Now that you're up into tier 2s, does that mean that you can now sell me tier 2 armor? That is what I wanted to quickly find out.
Check out my other wares. Aww, nothing this time?
Do I see what I think I heard out of you, Jake? Can I hear that again, please?
Are you looking for medical supplies or just here to check out my other wares?
Listen, it's getting hot in here. Oh, jeez, I need to turn on the air conditioning, Jenny girl. Your other wares are getting me flustered. Yeah, nah. So it's still just tier 1 stuff? That's fine, so you can buy tier 1s. I assume that, oh, you're selling a cruise for 15 grand already. Love that. I assume that means you can craft.
Maybe next time I'll have what you need.
Jen, you've always got what I need. Just by existing, you have what I need. Maybe that means you can craft those things in the higher and higher tiers to incentivize crafting. But I'm going to quickly get back out of, yeah, back to the pine forest somewhere. That'll do. Get back out of the burn biome so I can stop having the ringing in my ears. It's getting a bit late, but that's fine. Let's have a look at this new armor. So I just gave myself like the outfit part, which looks like just the chest armor, and look at all the different ones we have. There's so much more than I thought there was. So what, there's 9. I think that's still 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 plus 7. What's that? 16. So there's 16 different outfits. Look at the quick math on the man. Your boys are calculated. It's a really bloody bad one. You've got miner, you got nurse, that'll be like your intellect stuff. Ranger, Raider, Primitive. So that would be like your first one. So if I go here and I'll go quickly, Primitive gloves, Primitive hood. Yeah, okay. Oh, I can make myself some sweet sandals. All right, so if I'm just gonna go, let's go Primitive. I'll grab all like the starting ones out of you. What was the other one? Like a rogue. I'll grab that stuff. I've already had the chest piece, but that's all good. Raider, grab you too. Let's have a quick little look at what each one is. So you, oh, I have to organize this so they're all in order. Otherwise I'll forget which ones I'll put on already. So this is the Raider outfit. It's all very, very Ned Kelly-esque, just welded iron all over the place. That should give you some pretty good benefits actually. In fact, what benefits does it actually give you? Because you get your bonus, Raider full set bonus. This is the new thing. In fact, is there even any like, is there any clothes at all anymore? Oh, there's not. There's still clothing racks, but I assume they just give you like cloth fiber now. They don't actually give, they can't just like go find a singlet or a shirt or a hat or whatever. So it's only armor sets now. Listen, it's hard to like pass judgment or stuff like that without actually having played the game thoroughly enough to form a proper opinion, but on first impression, I'll miss finding random outfits and stuff like that. So there's only 16 different types of armor. Obviously you can mix and match, but yeah, okay. Got a quick like shoes, athletic shoes, enforcer shoes, and primitive. Yeah, so nah. Yeah, so nah. Okay. Anyway, well, what is the bonus for you? Give me. Reduces the chance of critical injuries by 20%. All right, fair enough then. Let's chuck on the rogue stuff. Change it over. Rogue you, rogue you, rogue you. So that's gonna give me 10% more cash and jukes and loot. So each one has its own thing, which I do actually really like. Having like buffs and stuff like that for the matching outfits, I like. I'll miss some of the customization, I think. Plus, obviously got a wax. Ooh, look, he follows you. He's shifty. He's like the Mona Lisa. Yeah, I chuck like dyes and stuff into this bowl. Obviously, get some customization. Okay, that's kind of interesting. What else is there? We've got the primitive gubbins. A bit of a lag spike when you change things over, but that's okay. It's like the hand mask in Skycraft. He's just got a plank of wood over his schnoz. Bud, that's he's wearing a sack. I mean, look, I suppose it's primitive as primitive gets. It's just half a tree stuck to your noggin. Alright then. You do you, hot stuff. Gonna chuck on the nomad gubs and see if you look a bit better. Oh, that looks sick. That looks absolutely cracking. I like that a lot. I like that an awful lot. What kind of bonus do you give me though? I have a habit of choosing things for its aesthetics rather than its functionality. 5% less food and water when recovering stamina. That's actually pretty bloody sick. I didn't check the primitive. I'll check that in a second though. Chuck on all my bloody supermarket cosplay getup. Recovery items were 25% faster. I'm just a stereotypical wannabe army boy with my sweet speed dealer shades. The old wraparounds from the petrol station. Beautiful. All right, what's the primitive stuff give me though? What kind of bonus do you give me? Not going to go through all of them, just a couple and see how they go. There's obviously way too many of them. So the primitive doesn't give me a bonus? I guess because it's primitive and it's the starting armor, but would have thought it'd give you something. If you go through together having matching everything, you should get a bonus, right? I thought that was the whole point. But alright, nothing for primitive. I'm bloody lucky. Speaking of new things though, one thing we haven't had a look at and we probably should have, the new demo. The new demo. Oh, you look so much better. You look so much better than you used to. I mean, look. I just did a whole series on demolishers only, every zombie in the game being a demolisher. That was the end of Alpha 21. If you haven't seen it, probably go check it out. But, shameless plug, but you didn't look anything like that. That looks absolutely top notch. I really bloody like that. Get a little bit of distance so I can have a proper little look-see. So you're way more decomposed. You're all HD now, you don't have that stupid expression anymore. You've got grenades on ya, you've got shotgun rounds, and your big circuit board to set off your C4. There is one thing I want to know with you though. And that is, so my biggest gripe with the demos was they didn't self-detonate when they took too much damage. And I kind of want to know if you do now. Kind of like what a copper does. 398, I'm going to keep going so you're basically a bee stick away from death, which is about now actually. Yeah, no, I kind of wish he did. Like when he got down to like less than like 5% health, he'd just slap his own titty and explode himself wherever he may be. That would be a really cool mechanic for him, I think. Yes, it's kind of the same as what the copper is, but obviously so much worse than a copper. But alright, if we're gonna see what you do, show me what you do there, big boy. Ooh, new rubble as well. Dude, there's a lot of changes to this. That's sick. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. Oh my god, look at the size of that city. This is all just like, this is just completely like bog stock standard vanilla. I didn't muck with any settings at all. This is just generic world gen. I was just thinking like, oh, I need to go and check out the Wasteland because I haven't been there yet for 1.0. It's kind of the last thing that I want to go and have a gander at. Look at the size of this city. That's a proper city and it's full of skyscrapers. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. It kind of like undoes one of the, like my biggest problems with going to the Wasteland. Is like sometimes you go to the Wasteland to get that better loot, but there's no big towns, there's no big POIs or skyscrapers or anything, so you've kind of got slim pickings on where you can go. But this is definitely not the case for you. Look at the size of this joint. I love the fact that it's populated with skyscrapers though. I love that there's skyscrapers everywhere. Makes it feel so much more full and big and city-like. Even though a couple of repeats, like there's a couple of construction sites and stuff, and actually you're a completely brand new one. What are you? As you pop in, frame rate's doing okay. The Zillion Tower that doesn't actually have, like that's not actually a rated POI, it's a Remnant. There was no red skulls on you, just the 2 orange skulls of the Wasteland. Oh, you're really cool. I love this skyscraper because that's a Remnant skyscraper as well, but you look even better. You look even better again. This might be my new go-to. This might be my new go-to base anytime I try and make a house like in a city, because I always want to be up off the ground, which is why I liked that POI so much. It's a Remnant, not too many zombies. You can live well enough up off the deck that no one really finds you. But look how much better this one is. It's got bulletproof glass everywhere, much better panoramic views and less work to do it. This might be the new go-to. This might be the new go-to. I still got another level to go up to as well. With a cheeky window outside. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. What? I'm actually speechless. That is sick. Just like that cityscape, having like skyscrapers partially hidden in the fog, the sunlight coming through on the side of Dishong over there. Dude, I'm liking this an awful lot. The world gem, it hasn't like, there's no massive obvious changes to it. As far as I can tell, it feels like it's just been tweaked and refined that little bit more. Because look at this though, like this, imagine this being your home base. Oh, there's someone in here though, hang on a second. That's right, your half man you used to be, but like you clear out all these cubicles in here, this will be your home base, your bed, your crafting stations, your trader, gen or whoever. And this is the view in the morning. And this is in the wasteland as well. This is what it looks its worst. The wasteland looks a lot better now though. Way less foggy, way less acrid. So that's everything I wanted. What does it look like in the morning actually? Let's go. Set time 7 o'clock in the morning. So when the sun's coming up, almost broke my legs. It'll have to happen later. So when the sun's coming through first thing in the morning, you're waking up to this. I really like this POI. I really like this POI and I really like this setting. Yeah, this is absolutely going to be a new go-to. Like, forever. This is going to be where I'm living all the time. So cheeky weapons bag at the top of the antenna. I had to have a quick little gander. Just for some weapons pass. That's the thing though. So because I'm in the wasteland, I get that, like, that tier 2 loot, but it's only a remnant, so should be relatively easier to clear. Hopefully no rads or ferals or anything, so early game might be viable. Listen, there's a lot of cool things. There's a lot of cool things in 1.0, but this Zillion Tower might be my new favorite thing by a good margin. I really, really, really like that, if you couldn't tell. Right. Okay. I'm just a very happy boy about this. I think though, despite how stoked I am, I think I'm gonna have to leave this episode here. This is our first look at 7 Days 1.0, the full release, and I definitely feel like it was worth the wait. It's been a long time coming. I'm very, 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 very pleased. Yes, there's no purple hair. I'll be sending lots of emails and DMs about that to try and get that fixed immediately, if not sooner. But look at ya. Look at ya. You look rough, but I look happy. So what? We've got proper vehicle physics now. We can actually jump over broken bridges now. They fly through the air and don't just sink like stones. We've got new trader gen lines, new POIs, new wasteland biomes as well. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I mean, I've been playing 7 Days to Die for a long time. I have just a couple of hours in this game, but it's been a little while. Maybe like Alpha 17 was the last time I was this excited about an update. This is gonna be sick, but we'll have to see how it actually plays through like a proper playthrough. Obviously, I'll be doing a lot of those. I know what the first playthrough is gonna be. You're gonna have to wait because this is the end of our first introduction to 1.0. Tomorrow night, we're keeping up the tradition. We're going to see if we can break the Pathfinder. We're going to see if our bases work, go and do some base testing, test the killing corridor, and see if our old tricks are still up to par. But I'll have to come back and break this game again in the next episode because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.